Yo, good morning everybody. Welcome to the stream of today where I will be commentating on a Quadrant tournament match between Mr. FelCruel versus ArthisRoo. This tournament has been finished for some time now, but they sent me their recordings and I really wanted to do commentating on their match. So basically this is a video clip which I will just play and watch with you guys and give some comments on their plays, on what's going on, and have some fun. And just to remember, this is the semifinals, so these guys have been through a lot to reach this point, created awesome decks, and I think everybody can learn a thing or two from watching these VODs. So that's why I also want to commentate on it. As you can see, the deck lists are on the right side. So basically, you know what cards they have created for this tournament. So that's information which is pretty helpful, I guess. Also making some assumptions and thought process of these players. So I guess let's start with the first match between these two players and see what is going on. So basically, FelCruel is playing Ironclad, has structures, also collector mirrors, and ArthisRoo started with Shadowfen deck. Pretty interesting. So basically, the beginning isn't that exciting. It's just cycle through your cheap cards, I guess. And if you are FelCruel and you have mirrors in your hand, it's an obvious play to start using it, I guess. I think nothing special for that. Really need to have these deck lists open for myself as well. So otherwise, I'm not sure what's going on. So now I also have the deck lists. So basically what ArthisRoo is trying to do is going from the potion synergy. I think if he can do that successfully, it will be very, very good for him. And obviously FelCruel wants to have his structures. He's chosen to play with Siege Assembly, and that in combination with Dr. Mia is very, very, very strong. So let's see how good he can defend his structure. It's interesting to see who is going to do what, because the Venomfall Spire will also get a lot of value, especially if the ArthisRoo can get some Ember Heights synergy, because he runs Ember Heights. He also runs Marked as Prey, which is also very, very good. Yeah, what's up, the Mighty Kiwi? Yeah, happy to for you to watch, enjoy it. Feel free to commentate on the plays as well. If you don't agree with me on what I'm saying, please let me know. And we can have discussion on what's going on in this video. So basically, I think it's an easy play. Defend it, put it in front, and get some value. He has a lot of dragons, so I think he was already thinking about spare dragonlings and Elot. It's always a very strong one. Yeah, I think the most interesting hand of this match will be his ArthisRoo, because now we cannot see how he's cycling through his potion synergy cards. Curious to see if he will attack the spare dragonlings, because if it moves one forward, it will block the destruction of the Venomfall Spire. So he basically chose to let them go forward. Will FelCruel go really aggressive all in, or will he try to protect his Siege Assembly? I think Elot does 3 damage on 3 boost damage, so that's a lot of value, basically. So he chose to buff a very strong Elot. I think ArthisRoo will definitely try to destroy the destroy the siege assembly now. And hopefully he can also mark as prey the spare dragonlings. Also protects his Venomfall Spire. So I think it will be a tough spot if ArthisRoo can keep the pressure on. But as you can see, he already has his Raven fighters. I'm not sure if he wanted to cycle first or first place Raven fighters. So it cycles just a bit quicker. I think you're always gonna play the Raven fighters or the token from Mirtz. So he should just play it first, and then do something with it. But maybe he was hoping to get some value out of the destroying these 5 strength and then destroy Venomfall Spire. He goes really aggressive. If he has Amber Heights, it will clear 4. Can be a bit scary because if a lot or Tagor buffs these ravens, I think it will buff for 4 strength, so it becomes 9. And then you have 4 mana left to deal 3 damage or more. And he needs to do something. Yeah, I think it's the safest. It's also at least this is some good protection. Venomfall Spire will most likely die, I think, at the hands of gold grubbers. Maybe he cycles. Not sure if FelCruel needs to play Collective Mirrors. Yes, he cycles as well. Because he needs tempo, he needs to destroy this Venomfall Spire. Do you really want to? That's a really strong value play. But then again, this might just... yeah, it's not even that good. Not completely sure. Yeah, I think he will just doesn't care about Windmakers and gold grubbers into the Venomfall Spire. But this is very, very defensive. Can get very unlucky if his opponent potions the dragons in front. I think this is the best one you want, because he needs to destroy this. But maybe he has, well, Ember Heights is 5 mana, so that might almost clear this. But then he still needs to do 4 damage. And we're getting scary low, right? As you can see, 4 health already. And the Siege Assembly Dr. Mia combo just in an empty spot. You might even choose to put Siege Assembly here, Dr. Mia, shoot the Venomfall. The build from FelCruel, you mean? Yeah, I think that's a Siege Mia. He doesn't have any extra strength. I think you go put a lot of pressure on. He has Windmakers, he has also Green Gill Serpents. So his opponent needs to be scared. Not sure if you want to play it here, because he has like allots to move forward, he has tokens, he has a lot of movement cards. But yeah, he knows that ArthisRoo cannot actually kill him, because ArthisRoo might have like Ubas, place it right here, get a lot of value, but he needs to protect his base. So this is good protection. Well, it's not even a good protection because this will equalize each other out. But this one will move forward, so it blocks. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's playing very defensively right here. Yeah, this will suck up the Siege Assembly shot. Not sure if I liked Mia a bit more, because if he marked the spray Mia, it would have killed, but his opponent couldn't kill it. Oh well, well played. Well played. Yeah, this is all these movements Beast of Terror is seriously a beast. So the first game goes to FelCruel. I think in this video there's also the second match. The question, did players have to choose a structure from their faction or just one in general? In this Quadrant tournament, everybody could make decks without any restrictions. So for example, if you watched my videos with my run in the Quadrant tournament, I've played with the all-in legendary deck. So it had Edric, it had Ubas, it had Siren of the Seas, it had Alot as well. I just went loco on it. So it's like one of those few tournaments where everything is allowed, which is also interesting. Yeah, just play Mia for value. It's like a lawless herd. The only scary thing about Mia is the Ubas from ArthisRoo, because that triggers twice on Mia because it's a hero and a rodent. This is the best. She cycle into Windmakers. It's infinite value. So let's see what's going on. ArthisRoo is in a tough spot already. He gets another one. Oh, that's sweet. Have his synergy. Still again, if FelCruel can cycle into Beast of Terror, it will just kill everything. But yeah, he doesn't have it. I wonder if he goes for Spare Dragon Links, Green Grill Serpents. It's an interesting decision you have to make. It's like super awkward. Tries to keep front a bit. That's why he... Oh, and obviously this needs to survive, so he can't even attack the base. I think Shu should cycled in his before he was playing his cards. But maybe he valued the Spare Dragon Links a lot, which I imagine. Green Girl Serpents. Yeah, maybe it's also good to cycle quick. He might have done something differently. I had Collector Mirrors in his hand. Like play Collector Mirrors, Spare Dragon Links behind it to protect it. And then in the next turn you can play dragons, so that might have been something to do. Alright, if it hits this marked as prey, it'll be very, very good. This might still be very good. Beast of Terror is such a terror for a Shadowfen deck, because the Shadowfen deck has a lot of toads. And if it doesn't have toads, it has ravens. I think it's an easy choice if you want. Maybe not easy, but Adult doesn't have a lot of value. Beast of Terror neither. Collector Mirrors is really nice. I would cycle first, obviously. Not obviously, because Dr. Mia might be very good if you cycle in Siege Assembly, because I don't think Siege Assembly has been in his hand. So I expect him to cycle into Siege Assembly. Yeah, I understand cycle second. But on the other hand, he should have cycled at least one of these two now. Because then he had green prototypes and could have killed the Raven. Deny his whole baseline. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like the Siege Assembly and Mia a lot. Basically, Siege Assembly is worth so much less. Anyone that doesn't want to have Beast of Terror. Beast of Terror is nice late game as a comeback card. But yeah, if you have Mirts in your hand and you want to play Mirts, then cycle, obviously. This is also a weird hand because you knew you could get Siege Assembly. Didn't spot the green prototype cycle, but it was also pretty interesting. And I don't know. This is super scared. It's basically 5 mana, 3 strength. Which I wouldn't be very happy about. Can he destroy it? He has 4 mana, so maybe a Toad, Piece of Terror, just put it in. Still 1 more mana advantage. Yeah, this is a very sad turn. But that's really good. And Green Gill Serpents here. And take a hit on that one. Buff your Elot. But as long as this thing survives, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Because now he just hits this one, doesn't attack it, and cycles it in through Ember Heights. And try to drain 4. It's a pity for ArthisRoo that he cannot use Mark Spray. So it might be a bit awkward for him. But at least this one is, I expect to be, ooh, Copper Skin, an empty board. Not so good. Yeah, protect the Venomfall Spire with your life. That thing is gonna be so important. I'm not sure what you want to do. If you buff a lot, it will get drained. But it doesn't, it only drains 4, so that might be fine. I haven't seen any Ubas from ArthisRoo, if I'm correct. So that's very curious about that one. He also has Blood Minister, so super scared. If it buffs this one, it's good for him. Because now it cannot be, what is a 50-50 chance. Might even do Mark the Spray. Mark the Spray is 4 or 5 damage, not completely sure. I think it was, in the past it was 4. But it's become bigger. If he still has Mark the Spray, then it would be also still good. Too bad for him, he didn't had he did not have the Blood Ministers synergy with it. But might hit it. Hits 3 times. Ooh, that's an aggressive spot. Might be very good. Does he want to go all in now? Mark the Spray. Can still hit this target. I think it's smart to cycle out Mirts. Because you need to go all in, I guess. If you're in FelCruel's shoes. Hitting this one is a bit more value. Because Beast of Terror hits 2 on all the units. Not sure what he's trying to do. He's playing defensively, but ArthisRoo doesn't have any cards that can run in his base. I would definitely hit it here. Alright. Ooh, that's sweet. If that is like 1000 IQ play, it's insane. I'm not sure about this guy. What does this do? It can be converted, but most likely ArthisRoo will try to defend this baseline. If he has like Copper Skin Rangers, the RNG of the potion is very, very tricky. Maybe that's the reason why these 2 guys are alive. Because if these guys are alive and Copper Skin hits one of these, then Mark the Spray cannot do anything. Ooh, is she gonna... What is she gonna do? Alright, interesting. I would have imagined to place it right here, because now FelCruel can still push forward here with a unit. Oh, this also makes a spare Dragonling. So I think FelCruel knows what he's doing. With his play with the Beast of Terror. Just gonna save up the value. Are you gonna play Unstable Build or Siege Assembly? That's the big question. I might go for Unstable Build in front of Ubas. You cannot cycle. You can hope. Yeah, what's up, Desream? Hope you enjoy the commentating stream. It's a pretty tense match already. And I should update this stuff as well. Because it's already 1-0 for FelCruel. Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of value. 1, 2, 3. Also in hero. Yeah, I even buffs the aggro. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough spot. Yeah, what can he do? He doesn't have it. He doesn't. Yeah, he didn't do enough damage for the Mia Siege Assembly. I think you can play Alot and Tagor. Can do that. I think this is maybe the second best. Like, this is pressure. If he has Windmakers, Tagor as well. I think this is the only out FelCruel actually had. He was a bit too busy adding the scores to the stream. So this is good. Cancelled this one out. Can he deal with the Alot? Or will he do some defensive play right there? I think he wants to destroy Alot, leave nothing behind. Because at that point, FelCruel needs to deal sideways instead of forwards. Alright, this is pretty good. Because it's gonna attack. I expected he could train this completely, right? Or not? If he played Brood Sages, I think this was Brood Sages. If he played it sideways. So now he has front. I don't think you want to give your opponent front. So that's it. So it's now 2-0 for Mr. FelCruel. So it's a best of 5, so let's so this is the match 3 recording. Let's see what will be going on. Quick cycle. I think he already had Mirts in his hand, so he shouldn't have cycled first. Because you always want to play Mirts, I imagine. But now your Mirts token is one behind, as is your Mirts. But maybe FelCruel isn't aware, or he doesn't care. I'm not sure what the odds are. It's some hidden information. Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna play it, you're gonna play it right there, I guess. And hope that it does something. I think you will cycle Siege Assembly, because you already lost a lot of pressure while playing Mirts. So I think if you played Mirts, you want to go aggro. You can also play unstable build and then put serpents behind. Otherwise I would go one forward, place unstable build next. So the only thing what your opponent... Ah, no, that doesn't work. Nah, I would like to play the unstable build, spare dragon links behind. So maybe a weird play, but the structure will die anyways. Yeah, it's a greedy play. Maybe ArthisRoo couldn't deal with the spare dragon links, but I think he will be sorry for it. Because he will definitely make sure that this spare dragon links undeath effect will trigger one of his dragons. Back to me, yeah. Unstable build. Get infinite value. So that's 8 strength already. Did it get potioned? Nope. Not sure. I think that's a misplay. Yep, definitely a misplay. ArthisRoo isn't happy about it. Maybe he thought it was potioned. I'm not sure. Like, he wasn't potioned, right? Or did I miss it as well? So if any of the viewers can prove me right or wrong, please do. What is this? Wow, that's sick. I think he should have played. I think it's fine. Especially now. I think ArthisRoo is like, rah! Doesn't like it. He thought he had like Ember Heights on the Elot. But then it didn't. He's lucky he can play something here. Get the value out of the token. So I think he needs to suck it up, but I think this is just getting more and more. Yeah, I wouldn't need to play Tagore unless he puts Tagore. Interesting. He just played the Ember Heights, so it's hard for ArthisRoo to destroy this guy. He doesn't have a lot of cards. Actually has a lot of value, so yes. Toad, and he also has Beast of Terror. Yeah, there's no value at all. Well, it's value, but alright. I thought it was only after attacking a unit, but apparently it's more than just that. You can play Tagore the Vengeful and then spare Dragon Link. And then hope your opponent cannot deal with it. It's a bit scary. But this is way better. Just Green Gill equals it out of your Elot as well. I think Marked Prey is 5. So then it's also out of range Copper Skin, Marked Prey. It's doing some good stuff. So now he's like, rah. I imagine. If he has the combo right, we don't know. Well, that's always good. Get some tokens on the board. This one gets soaked by Siege Assembly. That's the best you can do. Because I think he needs to be very careful getting any more damage. because of the take or because of the Windmakers. Yeah, it's already game. Tagore and Dr. Mia. Well played to Mr. FelCruel versus ArthisRoo. Not sure what ArthisRoo could do differently. I think he played very well, but I think FelCruel played really well as well. But it's also the score, right? So I think that's an understatement that he did really well. I think he tried to play around Blood Ministers, he tried to play around Mark the Spray and Ember Heights. And well, personally, I think the deck that FelCruel is playing is also one of the strongest decks currently on the equals. I don't think there are many more decks that can be this much valuable. Like, I'm not sure if I'm more of a Siege Assembly guy versus True Shot Post, because True Shot Post might also be very good because that's out of range of execution. But in a tournament like this, where you know your opponent is most likely not running an execution, then I think a Siege Assembly might be better. Not sure, because it can deal direct base damage. I personally like a bit more board control. If you get one True Shot Post, it kills randomly, your opponent cannot really do much against it in terms of try to minimize the amount of value you can get off a True Shot Post hit. So yeah, I think this is the strongest deck at the moment on equals. We have seen it in previous tournaments as well, where the Ironclad was really ruling with Mia, with structures, and it's a lot of power. Yeah, I think Power Tower is also really good, but I wouldn't prefer to play Power Tower with Ironclad. Not sure about him. Yeah, it's good that with Mia you can get hits consistently, but it's also 6 mana. It might be a bit too expensive if opponents play a bit more aggressive. So this is it. I think this is the end score. It was a best of 5. So very well played to Mr. ArthisRoo, and GG to FelCruel. So during my next stream, when I will do the commentating, it will be FelCruel versus, let's check it out. It will be FelCruel versus the DMX, the demon, DMXN. So there will also be a best of 5. So it was a fun to watch. If you liked seeing these kind of commentating matches, please let me know, because I would like to do more. But if there's like no interest of people, then I personally haven't that much motivation to do it. So I personally like it, but then I can just watch it by myself without streaming it. But happy to see that Might Kiwi likes it. So it helps me motivating. So if you like it and you watch this on YouTube, then please put a thumbs up for it. And you can also like my channel. Also, I can see that if you subscribed while watching this content, that also helps to motivate me. So for now, I will switch out of Stormbound, and I will play some Gnog. That's the puzzle game I've been uploaded a video about a couple of weeks back. So I will be back in a minute. And Strong Very Cool, I will make a VOD on my YouTube channel for this thingy, so then you can watch it from the beginning, so don't worry.